Hello everyone, my name is Nerea and I'm the founder of the Happy World company. Today, as we always talk about interesting topics here, we're gonna be talking about the mindset. What is the mindset? You know, the mindset is that thing that we have in our brain and we have before we do anything, right? It's not the same to come here with passion or enthusiasm or like happy than to come here saying, oh my God, now I have to record this video, right? Depending on your mindset, depending on what you're thinking about, you're gonna get different results whatever you're doing. So today I'd like to speak about the mindset that I usually have, just because for the simple reason that a lot of people ask me, how can you do so many things? Do you have time for everything? How are you so courageous to go in the tube and talk to random people there? How do you do this? How do you do that? So I'm gonna explain a little bit about my mindset, but just to give you an example, it doesn't mean you have to have this mindset exactly. It's about you finding the mindset that works for yourself. Because I could say the next mindset is the mindset that gives you confidence, the mindset that help you go for the things you are afraid, the mindset that give you energy or that help you achieve more. Okay, yeah, that is for myself, but what is the mindset you need to have? You know it better than I do. But I'm gonna give you an example. So if you have the next mindset, I'm gonna be naming few things that you wanna have in your mind whenever you're doing something. The first thing is you are here in the world to learn and grow. You're not here in the world to show anything. You're not here to prove anyone right or wrong. You're just here to grow, to develop yourself. That's the first point. Another thing that really helped me is, you know what, I'm gonna prove everyone wrong. And that must be a little bit of a stubborn mind, but that helps me a lot, because when I'm proving everyone wrong, that means that instead of trusting everything that everyone tell me, because people is gonna tell you constantly, do this, do that. People love doing that. People love telling other people what to do, even if they don't know what they're talking about, right? So maybe try, if it doesn't make sense to you, try to prove them wrong. Even if they are the most successful people in the world, try to prove them wrong, because that way you will learn massively. You will learn much more than if you just accept things and believe things that people tell you or that you read in the books. Third thing, if you have a mistake, it's okay. For the first thing that I said, you're here to learn. You're not here to prove anyone or to show your parents how good you are, even though we love showing up and we love telling people what we've done, what we've achieved. But if you forget about this, you're more likely to develop and to grow. So this is a very big thing for you to develop yourself much better. Fourth one, failing only give me feedback. I'm sure you've heard this sentence before. You might say, well, failing is failing. Yeah, failing is failing and nobody likes to fail. But if you start getting feedback from your mistakes, from whatever you haven't achieved, you know, failing means something didn't go as expected. To think that things are going to go as expected is slightly stupid. Why is it stupid? Because not everything is under your control all the time. We live in a world where there's so many things going on around us. There's other people influencing you. So to expect that things are gonna go exactly in the way you want, it might not be the case, yeah? So accepting that and then understanding that everything you do, even if it doesn't go as expected, you fail, okay? You're gonna learn from it. So you're gonna take notes as a good student, as a good developer. You're gonna take notes of what was wrong, what was good and what was wrong. If you get that feedback, you can then implement it in the next time you do it or in the next thing you do. And the last thing, I want you to take some risks. You know, if your mind is happy and is up to take some risks, trust me, you will grow much faster than other people. You will feel more alive. You will be more present because you'll be like, intention. So taking risks just means to get out of your comfort zone more often. If you have that mindset, that helps you massively to go for things, to achieve more things. So a very small risk can be just telling someone what you think about them or what you think about perhaps your colleague. Maybe you're not honest with them. So maybe start being more honest, start taking some risks Because yeah, you could lose your job, you could lose your friends, you could lose your family even. Take some risks, yeah? Take some risks. I'm not saying go and lose your family, of course not. There is ways to say, you can tell someone, I don't really like that, and you can say, I don't like that. So depending how you say, it's gonna come across differently. But if you take some risks, if you push yourself out of your comfort zone slightly, it's more likely that you will grow much faster and that you will challenge yourself. And when you challenge yourself, what happens is that everything else expands. So if you've achieved something that was difficult or impossible, suddenly everything else or other things that were difficult or impossible become easier. So 5 things here. You can read them here. I'm gonna make a little list here, okay? And thank you so much for listening, guys. Good luck.